Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Morning Musings. I am Amelia McHenry, founder and head coach of Dodona Coaching. I am here, we all are here to follow our big dreams, right? To follow that intuition that comes from the universe and our body in the, earth energy, universal energy that leads us to our best life. And I like to call that the big dream. Like, what is the big dream? And so we're here today to listen for a message from the universe, from Mama Earth, about our journey. Like, what's the message we need to hear today from our journey? And I use Alana Fairchild's Sacred Rebel Oracle deck as the conduit for that, just because it's pretty. It's a good deck, and I'm a little bit of a rebel, so I like that aspect to it. I like being a little rebellious, and it's a good way, pick something out of the hat. What's the message? So as I'm shuffling, I like to have the card come up 3 times on the top of the deck. That's just my weirdness. As we're waiting for that to happen, just allow yourself to sink into your chair or where you're standing or where you're laying and watching this, and connect to that earth energy, bringing it up through the floor into your feet. If you're sitting, through your bum. If you're not, if you're laying down, what have you, however that earth energy comes into your body and fills it up with delicious warmth and solid structure, and just knowing that it has you. It has you. The earth has you. Solid underfoot, knowing that you are taken care of 100% of the time. And then opening up to the universe and knowing that it knows the big picture. It gets it. It sees it. It's way out there. It can see all the little nooks and crannies and how things fit together that are beyond your vision or scope. You see this much. The universe sees it all. And opening up to that knowledge and saying, what do I need to know for today? What do I need to know? And allowing that energy and knowledge to come in and mix with that sturdy, I gotcha, you're taken care of energy from the earth. And just knowing that your dream is there and that it wants to be seen. Yeah, your dream is there. It wants to be seen. And just listen. Listen quietly as the cards shuffle. And just be still. Taking a breath. And there's the card. What do you feel? What do you feel? Let's read that one. We got the book. What do you feel? There are many opinions around you. Some are helpful, but others are distracting you from your truth. Although it can be helpful to hear the thoughts of others, when it all comes down to it, you will have to come to your own decision. Do you know how unique you are? How your path is your path to be chosen, lived, and created only by you? Someone else cannot become the source of your decision-making power without negative repercussions for both of you in the long run. This oracle comes to you because you have become swept up in thinking things through. You have been thinking about which way to go with a matter of importance, and you have got a bit stuck in the logic of the decision-making process. Sometimes we have to accept that any path is a path forward. And if it is not the best path, we can change our approach later on if needed. If we are slightly off base with a decision, life will often shift and move to guide us back on track. We don't have to be perfect. In fact, there is rarely ever a perfect choice to be made. Just some choices that feel more heart-honoring than others. Sometimes we can only really know in hindsight if we made the best choice possible in that moment. At the time of decision making, we only really have our internal wisdom to rely upon. And that is all that we need. The oracle of what do you feel is telling you there is no need to punish or traumatize yourself with possible choices. Just making a choice will set things in motion. The best way to catalyze the situation you're in and bring about healing change, stimulate your creative juices, and find a more inspired, energized, and enjoyable approach to your life is to just make a choice based on what you feel right now. Not based on anyone else's feelings, just yours. So ask yourself, what do I feel right now? And go from there. If you cannot relate to the need to make a choice between two or more clear alternatives, then the oracle brings you this message. You are at a crossroads in your journey, and the choices you make at this time, even simply choosing to do things a little differently, without much drama associated with the decision, are powerful triggers for some great magic to enter your life. Take a different approach to something. Be open to that which makes you uncomfortable, but could be exciting and interesting. Even small adventures will yield big rewards right now. It matters less that you do the most wonderful thing ever, too much pressure, and more that you simply take an action from your heart. Open up to the creative magic of life and don't worry about how it is all going to work out. The bigger creative flow of life is sorting out all the details, and you are not immune to that plan. In fact, you are a natural part of it. So just spend some time with your own feelings and know that all is going to work out perfectly. What do you feel? Another big breath. She also has a healing process. So let's read that now. Let's get back into that state. feet on the ground, earth energy coming up, universal energy coming in, swirling together, making this human experience. Close your eyes and relax. Rest your open palms facing upwards on your legs. Imagine you have a ball of light in each hand. If you find it hard to visualize or feel, you may prefer to draw this process in your journal instead. Focus on one ball of light first. What color or colors does it feel like? What feelings, words, symbols, or qualities does it have? How heavy or light is it? How substantial? What do you feel about it? Do you like it? Turn your attention to the second ball of light. What color or colors does it feel like? What feelings, words, symbols, or qualities does it have? How heavy or light is it? How substantial? What do you feel about it? Do you like it? When you are ready, choose one. There is no wrong or right choice, just whatever captures your attention, energy, or heart most at this moment. The other may be there waiting for you later on if it needs be, or it might be easily released if that most serves your life path and creative journey. You may like to take that chosen ball of light and imagine sending it out into the universe with love. If you've drawn it, you might like to add the words, feelings, or colors. When you have finished, say, "My choices flow easily from my heart, and I tread my path with certainty and grace, always within the merciful protection of unconditional love." So be it. When you are ready, open your eyes and you have completed your healing process. What do you feel? I had a client of mine recently trying to make a decision, and it was a simple decision. It was a new computer and new monitor and specialty monitor. And she was trying to decide between the two. And we did this exercise of, we wrote both monitors on a little piece of paper, scrap piece of paper or whatever, and had her shuffle them around and put them on the floor without looking at them, right? So she didn't know which one was which. And stand in the middle, close her eyes, get grounded with earth and universe, and then just stand there and asked her which way she felt pulled. And we did the best 2 out of 3, right? Just because it's always good to confirm. And as we were talking before, she was leaning towards 1 because it was cheaper, it was good enough, it was, it had the right stuff. But her body pulled her to the other one because that's the one she really wanted. But she couldn't justify it for whatever reason, it was a little bigger, it was a little nicer, it had more bells and whistles, but the other one was good enough. And it's like, no, she wanted the nicer one. And it was within the budget that she was constrained with. But she had to go through the process of, how do I feel? And she leaned toward that one. And it was on opposite sides, right? It changed sides. It was kind of funny. And then she did that again later. She had lost something or misplaced something. And so she said she cleared everything out. She sat down and she's like, show me a sign, just the body, show me a sign. And her phone went off. And she's like, well, that's weird. And she sat down and her phone went off again. And she's like, oh, it's probably one of the kids. I'll go check. Right? She goes and checks. She picks up the phone and the thing that she's looking for is right there. So the universe was like, ding, it's here. Ding, it's here. It's kind of fun, So, but utilizing your body, utilizing your internal divining rod, which is a term that one of my mentors uses, that internal divining rod. It knows what's right for you. You know what's right for you, but we tend to overlay it with judgments and ideas and thoughts from outside when you know what's right for you. But we have to make it okay, right? Out here in the world, up here, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You know what the right choice is if you're in a decision. You've gathered the information, you've done all the things, you've talked to all the people. You know. Your body knows. When you get excited about something, that's your body going, yay, I want more of that. When you get repelled by something, right, that everybody else is doing, and you're just like, no. Your body actually moves. So if you can get in touch with that and see how you feel, which way do you lean? Like, take a minute, ground yourself, close your eyes, and write it on a piece of paper and put it somewhere. Which way do you lean? Your body knows because you can feel it. So if you have decisions to make, big ones, little ones, test it. Take a minute. Which way do I go? Forward, back, left, right. Let your body direct you. Just for today, let's see what happens. I'd love to hear what happens in the comments if you come back to this and let me know. How did that feel? How cool would that be? I'm interested. What kind of decision? Maybe I'll come back and put, what decisions I'm making after feeling my body and what that experience was. So go forth, be awesome, enjoy your journey towards your big dream, your authentic life, your true nature. Allow that to be. And if you've been enjoying these morning musings, please hit the like and subscribe button. And there's a bell around here somewhere that will notify you when I am dropping new content or coming on live or whatever else it notifies you for. Still figuring this stuff out. And yeah, have a great day. Remember, keep your eyes on the horizon, hands on the wheels, and your foot on the gas, baby. Let's do this. And I'll see you tomorrow.